Good evening, everybody. I'm going to try to actually get to it so I can complete this in 3 to 4 minutes. The first question is share your understanding of the relationship between definitions and practices of mission and living missiologically. How has it changed since the beginning of our class? I think the definitions and the practices are kind of segmented in just how we understand it, but actually living missiologically is like the full embodiment of it all, similar to like putting on the full armor of God. Like, yeah, they exist individually, but to actually, be equipped is to put on the full armor. So I feel it's that way with living missiologically. And how has it changed? I didn't know that living missiologically would require a full transformation. I believe that like our hearts really need to be transformed in so many areas to really live missiologically. What were your feelings and reactions during the service? So I actually had a very interesting situation happen. There's a young sister who I do community work with. We haven't worked one-on-one, but we are in a larger group. And so I was going to connect with her. We were going to sit down, have a conversation. And at the last minute, she canceled on me and said that she wasn't ready for the conversation. And I don't know if I misrepresented the fact that we were just going to dialogue. I'm not sure, but she felt that she wasn't ready, and like she's cool. I don't know if she thought that it was like it was going to be a doctrinal type of conversation. I'm not sure. So I will have more conversation with her, but I assured her, no worries, it's not a big deal. But that's interesting that from somebody she's done community work with, when I brought up our faiths, she didn't feel ready to have a conversation with me. But there's another brother that I ended up talking to who recently converted about 4 years ago. And so I'm actually very eager and looking forward to extending the conversations with both those individuals. I think they will bring a lot to my understanding as far as what it looks like to be in community in relationship with our Muslim, and they were both of the Muslim religion. And so I look forward to re-engaging both of them. Choose one thing from this week's reading that impacted you. Why is it important to you and relevant to our context? Okay, so I love to give quotes on these. Here it is. The Christian church has not been given the keys to unlock the book of life to know, let alone determine who will be saved and who not. It is humility that enables us to say salvation belongs to God, God only. We do not possess salvation, we participate in it. We do not offer salvation, we witness to it. We do not decide who would be saved. We leave it to the providence of God, for our salvation is an everlasting hospitality that God has extended to us. It is God who is the host of salvation. My God from on high. That is relevant, and the fact that it's humility that allows us to even make those statements, and we are called to be humble. Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, and He will lift you up. And so, that's a powerful quote there that I will continue to chew on. And last, what question from this week's topics do you want to discuss with your formation group? What do you guys think about the quote, "The joy of the Lord is my strength"? I've read that quote so many times, and the joy of the Lord, the joy that is within me, of the Lord is my strength. But I know I've studied prepositions and like joy in the Lord, right? And because where is the action taking place? In the Lord, right? And therefore, my joy in the Lord is my strength, but it doesn't say the joy in the Lord. It says the joy of the Lord. And so as I was reading about this joy, is it like the Lord's joy is my strength? So I just want to talk about that a little bit more. God bless. Have a good night.